Hi, it's Lori from the Shoebridges of Central Florida. It's time to participate in the dialect vlog again from Mama Dweeb, and she's got some words listed and some phrases or questions that you have to answer to see how we sound all over the country and even in another country, because I know there's at least one Canadian participant. So it's time to see how we sound and see who has an accent and who says words differently than others. I love doing these, and I love Annie. She's so adorable. So if you can't get a chance to check on anybody else's vlogs, definitely check out Annie's because she's too cute. Okay, so here's the words. I gotta put on my glasses, and this is what they are. You have to say why, outside, chic, boutique, February, right of way, Porsche. I know some people say Porsche, but I think those are just the people who are trying to be uppity, and just like the people who say Jaguar instead of Jaguar. But anyway, Porsche, behind, tomorrow, by, like bye-bye, organization. All right, the questions. Pin and pen. Do you say them the same or different? Of course they're different. One's got an I and one's got an E. So it's pin, like you wear a pin, and a pen, you write with a pen. What do you call a place to go that serves mainly alcoholic beverages? It's either a bar, or we go to an Irish pub downtown. Here it's called Shannon's of Celebrations, and they are wonderful. But usually a bar, unless it's a pub, because it's an Irish pub. And I am Irish, so it's not funny for me to say that. Okay, what is the gray tape that can fix any broken object? And I know I say this wrong, but it's duct tape, and I know it's not duck like quack quack, but it's really duct tape, but the two T's always run together, so I end up calling it duct tape, and yeah, and I don't know, that's just the way I say it. I know that's wrong. What do you call someone that isn't cool? Loser. A phrase your grandparents always said. You know, I don't really remember my grandparents because they died when I was quite young. And I had one grandmother left, but we lived in Connecticut and she lived in Florida. So I don't really remember. I hardly ever saw her, so I don't really remember. I do know that I found some letters from my father-in-law to my mother-in-law when we moved into the house, when my mother-in-law passed away and we moved into their house. I found some letters that he had written to her while he was away at school and she was still home waiting for him. And I think the sweetest thing was that every single letter that he signed to her, he signed them, love to the swellest girl in the world. And he called her the swellest girl in the world. I thought that was so cute. But other than that, I don't really remember any phrases that my grandparents used, like I said, because they had passed away before I remembered anything. What do you call a girl that acts silly or unintelligent? The words that I can say on the blog would be a floozy, or I don't know, floozy. That's the only one I can think of right now that I can say on the blog. Then you have to fill in the blank here. Slow as molasses. Now it says quick as, but I don't really say quick as. I say quick like a bunny. And then I heard one other person on the blog say this, and pardon my language, but it's happy as a pig in shit. And I usually don't swear on my blog, and I apologize to anybody that watches this. But yeah, that's the phrase we use, and that's, you think about it, and they roll around, and my dogs do that sometimes on the bed or on the carpet, or after they've had a bath. They love to have the towel laid down, and they just roll around in it, and yeah, that's what they look like. So the list of words will be underneath, and the link to Annie will be on here, and please play along because this is really a lot of fun. And so I'm in Florida now, but I was in Connecticut, so I'm from New England. I don't think I have an accent. I do pick up some of the southern type stuff. Being here in Florida, we are kind of southern. It's because Florida has such a mix of people, and there aren't very many original natives. I know there's one on here, I can't remember her name, I apologize. I know there's one on here that was actually raised in Florida, and she came back and, you know, she's a native, but there's such a mix down here, but it is southern, so I do pick up some of the words, and, you know, y'all is one of them. So I hope y'all had a good week, and I love that you do these, Annie, and I hope you keep doing them. Talk to y'all later. Bye!